But we're also talking now to the Johannesburg Metropolitan Police Department, who are commemorating Women's Day with an all-women's roadblock today. Public safety female employees will show support to members of the public by conducting COVID-19 gender-based violence, road safety and vaccination drive awareness campaign. The program will also see the officials praying and lighting candles on the freeway and off-ramps and on roads near identified hospitals in memory of those who lost their lives due to COVID-19 and gender-based violence. To talk to us more about this is JMPD Deputy Director Faith Lengwati. A very good morning to you and happy Women's Month, Ms. Lengwati.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Talk to us about today's program. What does it contain?
Okay, today we are having Operation Mbokodo. As we all know that it's Women's Month, we are celebrating successes of women, not only in Gauteng or Johannesburg, but around the world, but also creating and educating the community in terms of road safety, crime prevention and bylaws. And in the operation here, we have different units that are represented here. We have EMS, that is educating the public about fire safety. And then we have security services that are responsible for guarding of council facilities. They are also here to educate the community about the importance of taking care of council facilities, because as we all know that there's this problem in the regions where people vandalize and damage council facilities. So it's so important for them to talk to everybody. It's important for everybody to talk to the people about their own function, to say to the community, look here, people, those facilities are there for the community, not only for us, but for everybody. Our children need these facilities, your libraries, to go and do research. And we have a good government where they've even allowed adults who can further their studies. We also, as adults, as mothers, sisters, brothers, and uncles, we also need these facilities, that library that the people are going to vandalize. It's a problem to us because we need to go there and do our research. The clinics, why it's important for us to look after the clinics, why the clinics are not supposed to be vandalized. And then we have our own Metropolis units that are talking about different things. We're talking about why is it important for a person to wear his seatbelt whilst driving, and why is it important that the drivers need to be aware of their surroundings whilst they're driving, because we're not living in normal times now. There's people that are always those bad people on the road that want to hijack people. So we're just telling the drivers to say they need to be calm if they realize that there is something like that they've seen. So they need to be calm and drive to the nearest police station in case there's somebody following them and they suspect that something bad is going to happen to them. And also we're talking about vaccination. We're encouraging the community to vaccinate. And although we know it's not a force, but we are encouraging them to vaccinate because it's protecting me, them, and other people, especially people in the taxis. We're talking to them to say, please vaccinate. We know it's not a force, but it will help us not to be to be severely sick or to be sick until you die. But we are really talking to the people to encouraging them to vaccinate.
Faith, you're talking about all this outreach that you're extending to the community, but I want to take you internally into JMPD. What is the status of women within JMPD? Are they equally recognized?
I beg your pardon?
I'm saying that you're talking about all the work you're doing for the community, but I want to reverse it and take it inside the JMPD. Are women equally recognized within the JMPD?
Yes, we do. We do talk to our members as well, especially with vaccination. We do talk to them, and as you know that we were also the hardest hit department in terms of COVID. So yes, the members, we talk to them about vaccination, and then we also have internal affairs here that is doing also their education. They are educating the public, they are educating our members about corruption.
Yeah. And just in terms of this program that you're running, will it run throughout Women's Month?
Yes, it's running throughout Women's Month until the end of the month. And then in November, then we have the gender-based violence operation.
Okay. Thank you so much for talking to us today. And just in terms of detail, where you will be, are members of the public allowed to join in, or is it purely for JMPD staffers?
Members of the public allowed to join?
No, it's only for members of the JMPD, of public safety.
Okay, you're doing amazing work and out in all your colors there, really encouraging. Thank you so much for talking to us today. That is a representative of the JMPD, Faith Lengwati, who's talking to us about an outreach program that they're conducting today with regards to Women's Day. That question we're asking you today: how significant is National Women's Day to you? A few thoughts have come through. Let's take a look at them. All right. Ma Kuzeni says, well, I can say it is significant as we commemorate the bravery of those women who marched against past laws, but I totally do not support the notion of only speaking about women's struggles only this day or this month. It's totally not producing any results. That's Pelele Zigalala. And Concord says, one of those nice to have holidays, an opportunity to quickly do things which I would ordinarily struggle to do during the course of the week. Really, Concord. The following day it will be business as usual. Inequalities will continue even after the 23rd speech of a South African's president. Olani Gobo saying, I think it's just only a day celebration and a month celebration of which women are still living in cruel environments that don't treat and respect them with, or treat them with dignity. Women are brutally killed with their children time and again. They are undermined in workplaces. That's my tweet to pin for the day. Siabulela Kwai says, good morning, Astezra, and to your viewers, the day bears no significance on me as we daily trample women's rights in our society. Perhaps the day will be comfortable. When we have women in authoritative positions in our society, it will be less skeptical. Happy Women's Day, though. Aluta. Olile saying, the value of this day to me is this country should relook what impact women are making in leadership and its impact and meaning in changing the current landscape. Viva Women's Day from Kolile Njozi in Kukuletu. Tembat Uvuka says, this day is so significant and special to me because we appreciate all the women's, they are pillar of our homes, so women should be respected